Can't believe how like strong my nails are after not bartending for like 3 weeks.
Christina is the other one for that. Okay, Mariana is for.
We are live. Yeah. We are live. Miss Rodriguez. Danny, you can't be back here. Come on. Go on. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Hey, my cousin Katie's in the house.
Oh.
Hi, Katie. How's that beautiful new baby? You got people watching on Instagram, Andy?
Not yet.
We have Cinnamon and Leo. Yo. And we got Nadine. Nadine's been a really big supporter. I don't know if we said thank you, Nadine. Thank you.
Yeah, she's been here watching, I think, just about every single episode.
Hi, Cheyenne. And we have a lot of repeat watchers, and we appreciate you guys, watching our stupidity.
Okay.
Hey, Nancy. Mabel's Roadhouse, in a house.
House squared.
Yeah.
Hello, Cheyenne.
We miss you.
You finally made it on time. I know a few times you've been able to only catch the tail end. So glad to see you're here with us.
Irma. Hi, Muku. And Jenna. Hi, Jenna. So this episode could run a little long. I mean, we're going to try to keep it within, under 30 minutes or around there. And I don't know if you guys were here last week, but we're doing something different tonight. We've been doing a theme on Fridays, but this Friday our theme, I guess, is live virtual bartenders. So you're going to be asking us to make drinks. Hi, Pam. And we're going to make as many as we can. Obviously, we're limited in ingredients, so we're going to do our best. I had a friend who had a very specific request, and I texted him back and said, yeah, I don't have any of those things. And he said, well, what if I showed up gloved and masked and I brought them to you? Which he did today, so we're gonna make his request in a little bit.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, it was awesome. So, make this one possible. Hi! Hi, Pam.
So let's see how many people we got. We got about 7 or so watching right at the moment, I think.
Oh, Miss Clara. Hi, Clara. So Clara's my neighbor, and we are definitely not going to be consuming all of the beverages we make tonight. And Clara is going to be the proud recipient of a few of them. I already prepared some red Solo cups for her to dump some of them into. We're going to just put them on our doorstep and we're going to run away. Hi, Jessica. What's up, Josh? Long time no see. Laurentia.
It's all right, Leo. It was nice seeing you, man. He said he's got to go back to work.
Aww. It's actually, there's less of a delay today. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Our internet's working better for some reason. Who knows? All right, so let's get started, I think, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm already going to start off with a drink that's been requested a few different times by one of our friends, Mariana. She was requesting a Washington apple. She tried to make one herself the other day with the ingredients that she had. I think she said maybe it was like crown apple or something. And it wasn't really quite to her liking. We're going to do another little variation of it today because I don't have any crown, but we're going to use Canadian whiskey, so it's pretty close. I mean, it probably is going to taste the same as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, I was thinking we have the Canadian Club, or we have a Seagram VO.
All right.
I think I'm going to do the Seagram VO. And
hi, Denise.
What we'll be using for this one is just a shaker or 2 glasses to combine all of your ingredients and chill them with some ice.
And we're doing, sorry.
What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, Matt and I were kind of laughing that, we've been pretty good about making like 3 square meals and trying to like keep some kind of normalcy happening, but tonight we're eating cake for dinner.
Banana cake.
Banana cake for dinner. It's gonna be delicious. Clara, you'll get some of that too.
So first we're going to start off with mixing some of this whiskey here into the shaker. And we're going to start off with about 1.5 ounces of the whiskey, because we are going to be putting some other liqueurs in there as well.
Hi, Will. Hi, Brian. We love you too, Laurentia. We miss you. That FaceTime call the other day was awesome. We need to do more of that.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was from their garage to our patio. It was a pretty awesome little break from what's been going on. So the next ingredient we're going to be using is this apple pucker. And the apple pucker, we're going to put about 1/2 ounce in there.
These used to be so popular.
They were.
I feel like I used to make like 30 of these a night.
I've been making them a little bit more often, but it's only a select few people that have been asking for them.
You know what else has made a weird comeback? Is Jaeger bombs. Before all this went down, Jaeger bombs made a comeback. It's really, really bizarre because that was like, when I first started bartending, that was the drink. Everybody drank Jaeger bombs and goosebumps and yeah, so that was a weird comeback because Jaeger, not a fan.
And what you guys just saw me add into the shaker there is a little bit of cranberry juice. And that is going to be it for the drink there. We're going to go ahead and give it a good shaking.
Shake. Yeah, see, Josh, I agree with you. Jaeger, no bueno. Hi, Lisa.
I am going to have to stand with you guys on that one. Jaeger makes me time travel, so I don't drink it.
I have a joke for Jaeger, but it feels inappropriate with so many of my family members watching.
And there you have a Washington apple shot.
There it is.
They are really, really easy to drink and really easy to go, they go down like nothing. So it is one of those drinks that you got to be careful because it can sneak up on you.
Are we getting any drink requests? Guys, drink requests. Keep those coming. Bring them out. All right, so we're just going to keep moving here because we're going to try to make as many as possible and not, go 5 hours long. I am going to make the drink my dear friend Eric requested. He and his wife went to a resort, I guess, and had this, and it was delicious, and they learned how to make it at home. We're missing one ingredient that he couldn't get a hold of, but I think we're going to be able to make it nice and tasty anyway. So this is supposed to be a jalapeno blood orange margarita. That's what it's supposed to be. I don't have blood orange, and I guess there's a blood orange margarita mix, so I'm kind of, gonna kind of finagle it and kind of make it my own. Sound effects, guys. I'm telling you, sound effects. So first, we're going to salt the glass, and then, I didn't grab myself a towel. Hold on 1 second. Kitchen towel. Got one. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Next, we're gonna take some cucumber. I'm gonna do a couple of slices here, and then we're gonna take some jalapeno. Eric, I hate to tell you, I tried the jalapeno. It's more like bell pepper. It's so hit and miss with jalapenos. Like sometimes it's like the fiery depths of hell, and then other times it's like, like a bell pepper. Anyway, so we're gonna muddle that in the bottom of this glass. Cucumber, jalapeno, and it's supposed to be a little bit spicy, but I don't think this one's going to be, unfortunately. But I think it's still going to be tasty. All right, so we got that muddled in the bottom there. And then we do tequila. I'm going to do 2 ounces of tequila, and I'm going to use El Jimador. So sometimes I build on ice, sometimes I don't. I've never made this one in particular, but it just feels right. You just gotta do what feels right. So that's 1 ounce, or 1.5 ounces. I'm gonna make it 2 ounces. Make it nice and boozy. I like it boozy. And then, we're not gonna do triple sec. What we are gonna do is we're gonna cut up this orange right here. And I'm going to use the whole thing. Wish I had blood orange, but I don't. So we're going to kind of make our own, like, our own margarita mix. I'm gonna do that. Ooh, that was nice and juicy. Wow. All over. It's all over. We should have put like a little trash can up here. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Heat stresses peppers out and makes them hotter. It's not the season for them yet. Oh well. That's okay. Good to know though. Whoop. Oh, thanks Andy. You so good. All right, so then we have that, and I'm gonna do a little lime in there as well. Oh.
God damn it.
Our cat just jumped on her cat tree in protest for us using that as our camera stand. I think you just heard her scream her protest aloud. I'm gonna do a little lime juice in there. I'm like, ah, kind of going everywhere. There goes all that salt that I just put on. Oh, that goes there. This is taking longer than I want it to. Hi guys, we're back. What else? Oh, simple syrup. So I'm going to use an ounce of simple syrup. All right. And I think that is it. We're going to do ice, obviously. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this cat, if I do not give her attention, is like a little child. And she throws a tantrum and does things that she's not supposed to do. And not only does she do that, but she meows at me the whole time, like, come get me, come get me. It's great. Bye, kitty. Anyway. Let's see if we can do this without making a big old mess. Nope, we cannot. Kind of hard to do it this way, but that's okay.
Sorry.
You laughing at me?
I was.
Rude. All right, that looks pretty good. We're gonna give it a little stir. I guess I could have done this in a shorter glass. I wasn't really sure. Okay. And then we'll just put a little cucumber garnish there. Boop. And then there it is. I'm actually going to taste this one. Oh my God.
Pretty good. How is it?
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So that's your cucumber jalapeno orange margarita.
So the next drink that I'm going to be making has been requested by two different individuals. First, our friend Big Mike. He's been asking for a White Russian for a little while. We also got another request from, who's Christina, correct?
Christina.
That's one of Allison's
Miss
friends.
Murphy.
She wanted us, she said the dude abides, make a Caucasian. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Allison, if you could grab me a short glass.
Which one? This one?
Sure, that one works
Yeah.
for me.
All right. It's all pretty. There you go. Oh, do we have milk prepared?
I already
Oh,
got it,
you're
yes.
so good. He's so good.
So for this drink, what we're going to be using is vodka, and that is over on your side. I'm going to be continuing to use the Tito's vodka that we have a lot of. And then we would be using also Kahlua to be making this. I actually have our own private reserve of Kahlua, and I'm going to have this drink afterwards because they are absolutely delicious.
Oh, tell them about our Kahlua.
So the Kahlua that we have came from our boss over at Mabel's Roadhouse, Becky. She makes some killer Kahlua.
It's ridiculous.
Honestly, you can mess up the entire drink with all the other ingredients, do all uneven proportions, and if you add this to it, it is going to taste amazing.
It's magic.
It's super sweet, and it's also really coffee-like and strong.
Bailey.
No. No.
She is ornery.
And the last ingredient on top of that, obviously, is going to be milk, and that's what makes it the white part for this drink. Because there are other variations of this. You can make like a Black Russian, but we are making the White Russian per the Big Lebowski and our friends.
So if you do make a drink request, I would just ask that you tell us what's in it. Because we don't necessarily know all the drinks. Well, we definitely don't know all the drinks that are there in the world. So somebody said they want a flaming mo. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
I've heard of other flaming drinks, but the flaming mo, I'm not sure. Maybe we need a little refresher there.
Just like Gam Gam used to make.
So I'm going to start off with the 1 shot, 1.5 ounces of vodka in there.
Sticky.
And like we said, this stuff is really sweet. So it has a little bit of stickiness on the lid there.
Oh, Lisa brings up an excellent point. So.
And about a half an ounce of that. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna, she asked for a lemon drop martini, so I felt like that was a good segue into our list.
Yeah.
I'll let him finish this drink and I'll segue into that.
And basically the rest we're gonna fill up to our desired amount of milk. I usually just float a little bit there on the top. It still looks kind of clear because of the ice and other liquid that's in there.
Can you see it? I love like how it all kind of comes together.
And we'll go ahead and give that a little bit of a stir, and because the Kahlua likes to sit on the bottom there. And when you're done giving this a good stir and mixing all those ingredients, it should look like a light chocolate milk, and it's basically an adult chocolate milk. Is what it ends up tasting like. These are amazing. So there you go, Mike and Christina, the White Russian or the Caucasian, according to the Big Lebowski.
So
they are delicious.
So we've made a lot of drinks already on all of our shows. This is episode 10, and I'm just going to list those for you. We're not going to make those today because you can go back and watch our videos and you can learn how to make them there. But we made Irish coffee, Irish mule, hot toddy, the classic and the common whiskey sour, apple teenies, lemon drop martinis, green apple Jolly Rancher shots. We showed you how to make mimosas, Bloody Marys, micheladas, orange Tic Tac shots, pink taco shots, kamikazes, the Vesper martini, an old fashioned, Scooby snack shots, the tequila oasis, a traditional margarita, Mexican candy shots, a tequila sunrise, and I did a little short video for Becky of a mojito. Although I was corrected on the proper way to make it. What are you gonna do?
That's a lot more than I thought. I mean, 10 episodes, we made that many drinks.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of stuff out there already, guys. Feel free, we have people commenting right now. I saw that Brian, our real good friend Brian, just showed up and is watching with us now. If you guys have some recommendations, what is that?
The Flaming Mo says, it's a drink from The Simpsons. I requested it, not real. And he said it's got children's cough syrup in it. It's a little...
All right. I think that would be what it is.
Oh, purple hooter. You want to make a purple hooter?
We could do that, yeah.
You got to do that though. Yours are.
Of course, there's Lisa asking for that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Matt makes a better purple hooter than me. I'm not gonna lie. Keep those requests coming. I need a drink.
Yeah, Allison needs a drink to make. Should I just make this one now while we're waiting?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the purple hooter, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be using our shaker again and just add some ice in the bottom of that.
Purple hooters for Greg and Lisa. Can you like scroll through on my computer and see if anyone else requested anything, since I haven't really been paying as close of attention?
Alrighty. And then in this drink, what we're going to be putting is we're going to be using some razzmatazz or Chambord liqueur, vodka, and pineapple juice.
Hold on. Oh, okay.
No, I know. I'm trying to.
So we'll start off again with our 1.5 ounces of vodka.
Something with apple. I can do that.
Brian Martin asked for a slippery nipple.
Oh man, it's been so long since I made one of those.
But we do have that.
Oh yeah. What was I saying that I was going to make this with?
Cracking a fresh bottle of the razzmatazz here. So we'll be using it's the same proportions as the last drink. We're going to be doing a 1/2 ounce of the razzmatazz. That stuff kind of goes a long way. It is a very sugary, potent liqueur. And we'll be doing a little bit of a splash of the pineapple juice in there for that.
Just make the noise, Andy.
What do you need?
The mango sorbet.
And when you know this drink is done being shaken, it's going to turn a little bit of a frothy color because of all the shaking that we did with that pineapple juice. It kind of aerates the pineapple. And may I have a shot glass, please?
So,
Thank you very much.
you're very welcome.
And there you guys have a purple hooter. I
Hi,
can't tell
everybody.
you how many of these that we have made. There's Andy there saying hi to you guys. I can't tell you how many of these we made for DJ Greg
Thank you.
and Lisa over the years.
Andy.
It's kind of their go-to.
Not clean.
Very similar to the Scooby snack with the way that shot ends up kind of getting a little frothiness to it. It is really refreshing and nice.
I don't want that.
Will says make a top shelf strong island. Hook it up. No tip will be forthcoming.
Okay. Go ahead and Venmo me at Allison-Grass. I'll think about it.
I think Brian asked for a snake bite.
Oof. Now they're just being mean. Okay, so I am going to make something Matt and I were kind of talking about earlier. We're like, oh, you know, it'd be really good. We've got this mango sorbet and this, the mandarin. The mandarin, which Mariana's been wanting to me to make something with. So I'm going to make, I don't know what I'm making. I'm making this up. It sounds delicious, though, in my mind, so hopefully it is. Mario. Oh, I'm stealing Matt's ice. Ha, ha, ha. That's probably good. So, I'm going to use, I feel like I'm just going to do like a regular martini and float this, or maybe I should do a few. Okay, sorry, I'm just like thinking out loud here. That needs to be rinsed, please. Thank you, sir. Don't want any raspberry remnants. So what I put in this glass is mango sorbet. It's delicious and it's super strong flavor. So I think because it's so sweet, if we put a little alcohol on top of it, it might be quite tasty. So I'm going to do absolute mandarin. I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of that. And then where's my lid? I'm going to do more orange, I think. Fresh orange is always nice.
Mariana's here. She just got in.
Mariana, we've been
Perfect
talking
time.
about you, Mariana. You're late.
Becky's here.
Hi, Becky. We've been talking about you too.
She says hi, Hooch.
All right. So all I put in there was absolute mandarin, some fresh orange, and now I'm gonna shake it. We're doing the, what does it say? I don't know what he said. And then I'm gonna pour it over the sorbet. And I think as you drink this cocktail and that sorbet melts, it's probably going to be quite nice. Let's see. A little taste. Could be a little sweeter, but it's actually really nice. The orange juice isn't super sweet, but it's good. Andy, if you would please dump that and rinse. All right, so what other requests do we get? Something apple from Clara. Do you want to make something apple, or do you want me to make something apple?
I feel like I've already made a few apple things. I mean, let me give maybe a little insight from you from what you would think when you think of apple.
Well, she liked the things we already made, but since we're trying not to do repeat,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something else we can do for her. Something apple. Oh yeah.
Something
Ooh,
like that.
yeah. That's a good idea. Malibu.
And do you think like an apple liqueur or like an apple base of or no? If we're
I
already
think she wants the apple pucker, wherever that is.
if we're already doing a rum base, then I think that just going with that would be kind of a good choice, right?
Yeah. Ooh, I forgot to bring up the whipped cream. Maybe something with whipped. Oh no, that's already a Scooby snack. That's why. See, that was my go-to Scooby snack. See, that's already kind of typical, I guess. Let's see, apple, coconut. Apple, coconut.
Clara says sour.
Apple, coconut. Something sour. Okay. Well, then maybe no coconut. Something sour. What do you think about apple, raspberry, and maybe some sweet and sour, and maybe some Sprite?
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it would be a good next mix in there.
Should we just do it in a cocktail glass and make it like a drink?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So am I making this one, or are you gonna
What size?
man the helm? I think let's make a big one. I mean, if our neighbor's requesting it, we already said that we're going to be bringing over Dixie cups for her and stuff for some of the drinks we
Yeah.
prepared.
So we won't taste this
So-
one, so you'll have to tell us.
Yeah. So we're making a good one for her.
Alves is in the house.
Really, Alves. Wow.
What's good with bullet rye? I don't have bullet rye. I have bullet bourbon. I kind of like my whiskeys and my bourbons and my ryes kind of on their own, just on the rocks. But ginger ale is always a good choice. Maybe a little soda water. We're out of it now, but we had some peach soda water that really went super well with the whiskey. That was a pleasant surprise. We also, if you have any of the LaCroix, we've got Raz Cranberry. You just play with it. That's a super basic drink.
Kimmy says ice.
Ice. We've got something with Red Bull. Ooh. Oh, I wish we had Captain.
Captain?
Yeah.
We are missing the Sprite. I got one right over here. Never mind. All right, so we have all the ingredients we're going to be doing. We're going to start off with the raspberry vodka. So we have Smirnoff raspberry vodka. So we'll start off with the 1 shot, the 1.5 ounces of that in there first. We'll do the 1/2 ounce of the apple pucker. Give it a sweet and sour, a little bit of a shake.
Whew. That's going to be nice and sour.
And go ahead and top it off with some Sprite. There we go. And I don't even know what the name of that one is. I kind of just made it up along with my compadre here.
Compadre.
And here's a sweet, sour apple drink that's not really any of the traditional ones we've already made. An appletini. I made a variation the other day with apple and Dory. That one was really good too. So here's that one for our neighbor Clara.
And then I'm going to make one more drink. One of our Wednesday night karaoke regulars, jokingly I'm sure, requested that we teach him how to make a shot of tequila. So I'm going to do that now. You could rim the glass with salt and have a little lime on the side there. So, you take your lime, cut a little slit there. I like to do just one little side, and then you dip it in the salt, like that, okay? And then you put your lime on the side if you need it, which I don't.
I feel like I'm learning how to ride a bike right now with all the training wheels.
Yeah, we don't need all those training wheels. And then you just pour the tequila directly into the shot glass. This is super complicated, Caesar. I hope you're learning right now. And then...
Wait, this is the hardest part, isn't it?
And then... Salt. A little lime at first. A little lime at the end. Tequila. That's it.
So there you go, Caesar. That's the how to make a tequila shot for you.
There you go.
We have a lot of regulars that come into Mabel's Roadhouse too. That, in fact, our well vodka is El Jimador there, and they drink that like it is nothing all the time.
Yeah.
Whether it be with a cranberry back, or just a Sprite back, or with the training wheels or the lime or the lemon, whichever. Everybody has their own preference. So it is something that we make quite a bit.
So now it's already almost 10:30 minutes, so I feel like we should kind of wrap it up. So we made 6, I think Matt made most of the drinks. 7 if you count the tequila, which I don't know if you can. No, Brian, we're not going to drink them all. We're going to give half of them to Clara. And then I just wanted to tell you guys, or we wanted to talk to you guys real quick about, the level of boredom we're all feeling.
Yeah.
And the, level of, I don't know, just being really out of sorts. And I posted about this a lot if you're friends on my actual page. My sister, Emily Grass, does yoga twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, once in the morning, once in the early evening. And Andy was really resistant to do it with us, and now it's just really good for your mind. It's been really great. So if you guys want something to do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, definitely join Emily Grass Yoga. She's fantastic.
Yeah, and one of the things that we were actually discussing earlier today
Randy's
is
watching naked.
as you should be, Randy. One of the things we were talking about earlier, in light of what Allison was just mentioning about her sister's yoga, it's awesome. The effects that it has on your mind with just kind of giving you a little bit of uplifted spirits and everything are way underestimated, especially when we are being whether it be quarantined or told to self-isolate at our homes and everything, we kind of take for granted the fact that, like, just even us as bartenders, we worked a 7 to 8 hour shift standing up behind a bar, running back and forth, bringing kegs and stuff like that, and we haven't had any of that exercise.
Yeah.
So supplementing it with something else has been super good for all of us.
And it's really hard to go from like leading a somewhat active life to just being sedentary if that's really hard. But yeah, so check her out, Emily Gross Yoga. Also, we have some surprises next week.
Yes, we do.
And maybe 1 or 2 surprise guests, which should be fun. We've been quarantining super hard, hoping that we can make this happen. So we will announce what that is on Monday. So tune in on Monday at 8. And again, if you guys are so inclined, or if you're able to, or if you want to, feel free to make a donation to help us keep this going at my Venmo, Allison-Grass. And I think that's it. Let's see, which one am I drinking? I'm drinking this one. Eric, this is delicious. Good call.
Yeah, so post some pictures, guys, if you had any of these drinks made at your home. Do that, post it in the comments. Make sure to follow us on YouTube. We are obviously on Facebook because that's where we're all right now, and Instagram. So follow us on there. Keep up to date with the little videos that we're making to, not be bored bartenders.
Cheers, everybody.
We are bored bartenders.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Cheers, Matt.
Cheers, Allison.